Alright guys, we're back. Yeah, I didn't wait until morning because it's like 4 a.m. and I'm tired of waiting. So, I think that's the wolf that was growling at me earlier. Yeah, while I was waiting, I went back and did this quest. I found the last pumpkin and the 3 fungi mushrooms. So now we're back here and we're gonna try to shoot these wolves. Ooh, wow, it worked. Ooh, and now they're all angry at me. Stand up so you don't hit. Right. Can we turn the sound down a little bit? Maybe? Alright, there we go. That's better. Uh-oh. Oh, okay. So maybe we should try to avoid the wolves for now. Or, you know, I bet I could try to probably kill them without. Oh, hold on, let's wait for them to come up here. So I don't think they can come all the way up here, so we'll just shoot them from the spot. Might go higher. I could probably take on just the one. And do I have a better weapon than that? I don't think so. Maybe. Wait, the sword is a little bit better. Yeah. Alright, let's see what we can do. Stand up so you can hit faster. I think all 3 wolves are here. Okay, well, whatever. I don't need wolf pelts that much. Mushroom spore or spore mushroom, whatever. See some kind of structure up there. looks like a bridge across the water. Maybe that's the way out. Wait. Okay. Anyway, wait, there's a... What's that? Looks kinda cute. And there's a camp here. Hello?
Now would you look at that? I knew I'd seen someone scrambling in the mountains. What brings you here, my dame?
Well, yeah, that's a very long story. Yeah.
Who am I? Findelires, Apothocarius by my path. Pleased to meet you. And you are at Sun Coast, in the south of Enderal. Where are you from? But wait, don't tell me. I know that accent. Nerim, isn't it?
There we go. Everything's locked up. At least for the night we should. Wait a second. Who's that?
Just an adventurer on her way. No reason to worry.
No reason to worry? For heck's sake, Finn! How do you know that this girl isn't with the bandits? You said you'd call me if anyone showed up. And now you're standing here, having a chat with her as if we were in the bathing house of Ark.
Lo and behold, we are still alive. Now, is there anything else, Carbos?
I've got my eye on you. Touch any of our stuff, and you'll regret it. Unbelievable.
I will keep my hands up.
May I present Carbos, as he lives and breathes. Sorry about that just now. That's just how he is. In any case, if you don't need any more help, I'd suggest you move on. Follow the way east behind the dam house. It'll lead you to a village called Riverville. Ah, here, take this. Truth be told, you don't look so healthy. Your eyes... well, whatever.
Yeah, what about my eyes? Do you know what's wrong with me?
There's something peculiar about you. I don't know how else to say it. I would examine you myself, but we don't have the right equipment with us. So if I were you, I'd ask a priest in Riverville to have a look at you. Who knows? Maybe you caught something in that temple.
Okay, thank you for the advice. Yeah, can I trade goods with you?
Yeah, why not? Show me what you've got. Maybe I have some things you can use.
Sounds fair. Let's take a look. Alright, hold on. Let's see. Can you tell me more about this region? Pretty please.
Well, what can I tell you? This is the Sun Coast, in the south of Enderal. A pretty peaceful area, except for all the animals and bandits that have recently started going crazy. And, well, that's pretty much it. I think you should ask the people in Riverville if you want to know more. They certainly have some stories to tell.
Okay. Sure.
To an adventurer?
Yeah.
If you ask me, what you need before you adventure anywhere is some good old-fashioned shut-eye. But yes, there are some places. The Three River Watch, for example, right there below the stone arch. It was once an old trading post, but now it's full of shady characters. Ah, and there's also a big Pyrian ruin south of it.
So what did you mean earlier by apothecaries by trade or by path?
By the Black Guardian. You really are an outlander, aren't you? My path is... well, it's just me path. My role designated to me by Malthus. A kind of calling, if you will.
The gods tell you what to do?
Not exactly. Malthus designates our place in society. Generally the same one our fathers and forefathers occupied. I walk the path of the erudites, and there's also the manufacturers, the sublimes, and, of course, the pathless. Within these roles we are free to choose a profession, but certain vocations that are available to an erudite are not permitted to a manufacturer, which is one path below. However, below does not mean that it is in any way inferior. Everyone on Enderal does what they do best, and who would know better than the gods what exactly that is?
I suppose, but that... yeah. Yeah, I'm just gonna say it's an interesting thought, because I don't want to upset him.
Well, I didn't come up with it.
Okay, so yeah, that's it for now. I'll see you later. Thanks.
Don't mention it. I wish you a quick recovery and safe roads. Walk blessed. Carbos,
Alright.
do we need
Let's
the still tomorrow?
see.
Or
No,
can I
that's
clean all the tools?
Wait,
J, no.
Spin, I'm
I'm
playing.
trying to get... What am I looking for? I want to get to the... Oh, it's H.
Bother me.
There we go. So I can see what I have. So I want to get this up as, I think, archery and one-handed up. Maybe block as well. I think I'm gonna go with... I'm gonna go with my usual. Light magic or healing magic, so I can heal myself. Light armor. One-handed and archery. That's what I usually do if I'm playing a fighting character. I don't like wearing heavy armor, because it slows you down. At least in most games it does. I don't know if it about this one. The rules might be a little bit different, I don't know. But in most games, heavy armor slows you down.
I guess that means no.
And what is happening to my character? Right, where's my books? I want to read them. Can I talk to him?
By the righteous path. What happened to you? You look as if you've met the Black Guardian himself.
Yeah, I feel some kind of fever. You know nothing about it?
Fever? Well, there could be many causes. Wait a moment. I think I still have some grunt root. That should be enough to ease your pain, at least for now. Take a seat at the fire. The warmth might help you.
Thank you very much.
Oh, so now we're brewing potions for complete strangers.
Well, if the strangers are about to die of fever...
Alright, I should put my new armor on. And boots. And shoes.
Yes, there was that oath we swore once, remember? To help the afflicted, to...
Everything's so
Whatever.
blurry.
Thank you. Gruntroots, Gruntroots. Ah, here we go. So, let's see. Sheer cap, some water. Ha! Done. I can't make any promises,
Shit.
but...
Finn, the still.
Explosion. I'm not... Do something, damn it! Do something! Oh, no!
What? I'm hearing some voices here.
Oh, sod it.
Finn, do I really have to watch every step you take? That was a fucking close call.
Hey, I'm sorry, all right. We'll pick up a new one in Ark.
Yeah, and you're paying for it. Here I thought this bloody day couldn't get any worse.
This day isn't getting any better. Here, drink this. It'll help you.
Today just started, so yeah. Thank you very
See,
much.
you already look a lot better. Still, you should let a priest take a look at that fever as soon as possible. The grunt root potion will wane in a few days.
Yeah, what happened there?
What? You mean the still? Bad quality and too much heat, I'd wager. But, whatever will be, will be.
Yeah. The explosion and I heard voices. They sound like yours.
Explosion? I'm not sure I follow.
Oh, that'd be great, wouldn't it? Finn Dalleries. Died in 8234. Cause of death, exploding still.
Ha ha. Look, I really don't know what you're talking about. Maybe...
Wait a second. What was that?
Maybe it was just a fever messing with my mind.
I could have sworn I saw something moving over there. Oh shit! Ah!
Whoa.
What the? Carbos!
They've hit me, Finn. Those bastards.
Well, get down. Get out the way, dude. You're gonna get hit as well. Take your bow out and shoot him back.
Carbos!
I would, but I can't.
Do something, damn it! Do something!
Whoa. Hit him in the back.
Now look at that. Our mysterious survivor has awoken.
Cool. Oh, everything's blurry again. Okay, there we go. Oh man, it's dark? What? Ah, I waited for daytime for nothing. Anyway. Who are you guys?
Jaspar
you?
Matumiel Delveric. Jaspar for short. And you, my friend, are at my very own campsite. Before you ask, yes, the bandits killed both of the Apothocary. The only reason
yeah.
you're still alive is that the impact of the explosion threw you right into the thicket. Most of your injuries are only superficial, but your fever, well, that's a different story.
Well, what do you know about... Yeah, hold on. Were you there when they were attacked? What do you know about them?
I was on the perimeter, and no, I didn't help for two reasons. One, I was outnumbered. Two, I'm quite fond of my entrails. I wish I
Fair
had
enough.
a more heroic answer, but I don't. Sorry.
So, what do you know about my fever?
Quite a lot, actually. You're suffering from Arcanist's fever. Honestly, I'm surprised the old Apothecarius didn't see that. Let me guess, you're suddenly capable of doing things you previously knew only from the bard songs, right? You're unusually
Something like
strong,
that.
you have reflexes like a cat, and drinking potions or any kind of magically infused substance leaves a bitter afterglow in your head.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Well then, congratulations. Your magical talent just blossomed. A bit late, given your age, but it happens. Put simply, the fever is a result of your body not being able to cope with it. It's not much of a problem for now, but if you don't let an Arcanist treat you sometime soon, things are going to get grim.
So an Arcanist will be able to cure the fever? Hopefully.
Contain it, not cure it. From here on out, you're always going to be a little more sensitive than
Is the
someone
sun
without
rising again?
magical gifts. But that's tolerable compared to what your magic will allow you to do. Yeah, what do you mean by a little sensitive? Prone to certain conditions. As I said, your fever will get worse if you drink healing potions. But you'll also be a lot more susceptible to nightmares and those kinds of things. Also, you should be very cautious of areas with magical contamination, such as Thalgard in the east.
Don't go east. Gotcha. Understood. So if I contain the fever, but it let it get worse, what can happen?
At first, diffuse headaches, general unease. Later on, your eyesight will blur, your limbs will grow weak, and you'll get a maddening itch all over your body. If you leave it untreated for too long, you'll either die or turn into an Orbaya.
A what? So it can kill me, huh? Better keep an eye on it then.
Yes, it can kill you. Everything has its price, as the wise hermit likes to say. And an Orbaya is basically a giant undead version of yourself with tumors and pus all over your body. Just never let the fever get too bad.
Got it. Okay. So are there any other remedies?
Well, there's ambrosia, but for an uncontained fever, it'll only postpone the symptoms. Later, you can drink it whenever the fever gets worse. The stuff looks and tastes like undead sweat, and is bloody expensive, but it's the only thing that really helps.
Okay. Do you know anything about me having visions and
You have visions?
yeah. Yeah. You know what? Let's just keep that to ourselves for now. I don't know much about this guy.
Are you sure? The Enderalian spider plague is known to cause visions in the infected. And if this is what you caught in that old temple, you might as well start digging your grave, because your limbs will start falling off in a few hours if you don't do something about it. Relax, friend. That plague doesn't exist. I have no idea what kind of visions you're talking about. But your reaction showed me that you're trying to keep something from me. And that's a bad idea if you want my help. You know what? As I said, someone needs to contain your fever as soon as possible. And as it happens, I know people. But in return, I want you to tell me everything. What did you do in that temple? And what's the story with those visions? I can't put my finger on it, but there's something strange about you, and that intrigues me. What do you say?
Sounds okay.
Well then,
Sure.
the stage is yours.
Let's do it. Apparently I'm telling him everything. A whole life story.
I see. My condolences for your loss. So, let me summarize. You somehow survived getting thrown into the open sea, and while you were half dead, had this dream in which you saw burnt bodies and a blinding light?
Yeah. Um, yeah, basically I saw the valley before even getting here.
Huh. And you also said that your magic didn't develop gradually, as it usually does, but all at once, right?
Yep. Yeah. Yeah, the visions and the other stuff all happened at the same time, pretty much.
Well, that's quite the story. I guess you know how absurd it sounds, but for some reason, I believe you. I've met a lot of liars in my life, and you aren't one of them. All right, it's settled then. I'll introduce you to my employer and ask him to treat you. Before we leave, however, there's something else I need to take care of, and I could use a hand. The sooner we get that done, the sooner we can make for Ark.
Well, you did save my life, so I guess I can help you. Yeah, what's Ark, first
Ark?
off?
The capital of this country?
Oh,
Walls
it's
high
city.
as towers of iron-hard stone rest alone in the mountains in granite enthroned. Never decaying, the ages surveying, guarded by Malthus, and blah, 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 and so on and so forth. You're going to see it soon.
Alright, so, yeah, I'll help you. You did save my life, as I said earlier, so it's the least I can do, I suppose.
Splendid. You'll need some information before you can help me, though. I take it the fact that Vin has seen better times hasn't eluded your attention, has it? For the last 2 years, there have been wars and unrest everywhere. And even though in Enderal there's officially peace, there are peculiar things happening here, too. Normally docile animals and Vatirs attacking wanderers in the open. The dead awakening in hordes. It's unsettling, to say the least.
So you're saying the
The
wolves aren't
strangest
usually
thing,
aggressive?
however, is the red madness.
Do you think this chaos could be in any way related to the rumors about the Lightborn's death? Anyone in Nerium... Oh, everyone in Nerium talks about them.
Yeah, the rumors. I've heard them too. And I could indeed imagine that they're true, and that there's a connection, yes.
Then you actually believe that someone did kill the gods? The Lightborn?
As I said, maybe. If you ask me, the Lightborn were never more than imposters anyway. False gods.
Hmm. What do the people around here think about that?
Well, they usually leave the thinking to their holy order. And they, of course, deny everything. But as much as I hate to say it, maybe it's better this way, at least for now. A spiritual crisis is the last thing this country needs at the moment.
Okay. Yeah. And here I thought the Enderalians were the most, was that pious? Pious people in the civilized world.
Oh, I'm hardly representative. I've seen that a long life is only one of the things powerful magic can achieve. And the false deity theory isn't that new, after all, is it? Seriously, say the Lightborn really are as mighty as the revelations say they are. Wouldn't they have the power to call down lightning on me right here and right now, to punish me for my insolence? No. The Lightborn were immortal kings, and that's all. At least, that's how I see it. I hope I didn't hurt your feelings.
You're entitled to your own opinion. Yeah, let's... It's not what about lightning. No, let's not say that.
I can live with that. But
Yep.
we digress.
Right. So you mentioned something about a red madness?
Yeah. It's some kind of mental illness that makes people lose their mind. Just a couple of weeks ago, there was a smith in Ark who butchered his entire family. He was drunk, but that doesn't explain why he screamed things like "Fear the light" while he was doing it. Or a young woman of noble path who set her own house on fire while her family was asleep. Now, you might say that these kinds of things happen, but by now there have been more than a dozen incidents in a very short period of time. The fact that the afflicted's eyes glow red while they go rampant has made people call the disease the Red Madness. Thing is, some weeks ago it happened again, only this time it was a magister from the Holy Order itself.
A what? A magister? Is that like a high-level priest or something?
A teacher who instructs the novices aspiring to become keepers. His name was Yarrow, a man with more than 60 winters on his back.
60 years old, alright. So what did he do?
Well, according to the sole survivor, he entered the teaching room that day as usual, but instead of giving his lecture on alchemy, he gave a strange kind of speech where he kept going on about how mankind is corrupted and that it has succumbed to the void. Then his eyes started glowing, he locked the door and blew himself up in a magical explosion.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's horrible.
Yes, it is.
So what's your role in all this? You said you work for the Order, but I take you're no monk? You look more like a rogue, maybe?
I'm not one for vows and austerity, so no, I'm no keeper. My specialty is recovering lost things. Treasures, tomes, memories,
hunter.
and the like.
Basically.
And the Order hired me to do just that. They want to know how a man like Yarrow could fall victim to the Red Madness. And thus, if there's something like a pattern to this malady.
Okay, you're after his motives, but how can I help you with that? I don't know anything about that magister.
Doesn't matter. Yarrow grew up in a small village not far from here, and according to the Order, he visited it quite often after his partner died. What I want your help with is finding clues as to why he did what he did. What do you think?
Sure. Let's do it.
Great. First of all, I want you to travel to Riverville and talk to an old man named Alfred, a childhood friend of Yarrow's. Ask him what he makes of the incident, and whether he has any explanation for it. Secondly, a farm boy told me that he saw Yarrow throw something into the sea during his last visit there. The winds have been blowing inland the last couple of days, so go search the shoreline and see if it washed up. I myself will take a look at the house Yarrow grew up in. Ah, and here. This is a map of the region. Yarrow's house is at the blue dot. So, unless there's anything else, I'd say let's step to it. Just meet me at the farm when you're done.